In TTRPGs, social and combat encounters have plenty of content you can pull from, such as all manner of NPCs and combat adventures, whether from a system's creator such as Wizards of the Coast, or from one of many third-party creators such as Darrington Press. But the one thing that I have always found lacking, no matter the system, are environments that the players need to interact with. The world is a living thing. Environments should be more than just the woods or swamp the players must pass through on the way to the MacGuffin of the week. And that's where a great friend of this channel, overall great guy, and TTRPG aficionado comes in. Of course, I'm talking about Darrington Press, who you may know as the Welsh DM. Go check out their channel, ignore the fact that he doesn't sound like any other Welshman in history, and be sure to click that subscribe button, link in the description. The Welsh DM is a big fan of Daggerheart, and has created something that all Daggerheart GMs should obtain, Wondrous Environments. A book of over 50 environments, adversaries, and stat blocks to use in your Daggerheart games. Wondrous Environments is a Kickstarter that goes live on Tuesday, September 9th. Link in the description below. Let's look at Wondrous Environments and see why you should back this great Kickstarter. As I said before, this is a Kickstarter from Darrington Press, the Welsh DM. He simply loves environments and has talked about it before. Check out his video regarding environments and exploration. Daggerheart has fixed exploration, link in the description. He also had an assist with this tome from the folks at Darrington Press, Danny Kodasek, Brian Citroni, and Joy. The environments, stat blocks, and events that will be included in this book look and sound amazing. Each environment will come with different ways for the players to interact with the environment. An event, which is a dramatic situation that usually resolves with combat. Exploration, which allows the players to explore the environment. Social, which are NPCs the players can interact with. And traversal, how the players get through the environment. Also, there are different events depending upon the tier of play the players are in. Just a reminder, within Daggerheart there are 4 tiers of play. Tier 1 is for level 1. Tier 2 is for levels 2 through 4. Tier 3 is for levels 5 through 7. And Tier 4 is levels 8 to 10. Reminder, Daggerheart, as written, only goes levels 1 through 10. One environment is the Boreal Glacier, a gigantic tree that sprouted within a fane of elemental power. A glacier pushing through from an elemental plane. Crystal clear meltwaters feed the sapling and allow it to grow in a wintry landscape of biting wind and chilling temperatures. The Boreal Glacier is also the home of the Lake of Refreshed Purpose, deep within its root structure. That description alone is enough to get the possible encounters and stories flowing in any game master's mind. But this book isn't just descriptions of environments. Each environment also includes a stat block for the environment with features of the environment. In this case, there is Cold Environment, which causes each player that takes a long rest there to clear 1 less HP or stress from the long rest options. It also includes other features that can help the player, such as Water of Renewal, which allows a player that spends 8 hours meditating within the waters to make an instinct roll and gain an effect based upon that roll. And the environment is active, not passive. For the Boreal Glacier, you have the Winds of Winter, howling winds of biting cold that erupt in and around each tree. Each PC that is unprotected must make a strength reaction roll, and on a failure, they have disadvantage on agility rolls. There's also a reaction effect. When a PC touches a major root of the tree, you must spend a fear, as the Game Master, to have the PC presented with thoughts of their past mistakes and regrets. The PC must make an instinct reaction roll, and on a failure, their fear die becomes a D20, normally a D12, until they roll with hope or process their emotions with another PC. I love this aspect of it. You can ask the player to describe a moment from their character's past. This helps the players think about their character backstories and helps bring out the narrative and role-playing aspect of this game. The events at the Boreal Glacier are Wolves at the Door for players in Tier 1, in which a pack of wolves block the player's exit. A Giant Thirst for Tier 2, in which a giant has taken up residence, hoping the waters can cure it of a headache, but the local druids fear the giant will drain the lake dry. As a rather tall man myself who gets headaches, I'd be all over that if that was in this world, let me tell you. Warlock's Redemption for Tier 3, in which a warlock has asked for the party's aid in reaching the Lake of Refreshed Purpose and possibly freeing the warlock from their contract. All while minions of the devil the warlock is pledged to will do anything to prevent this from happening. Finally, for Tier 4, there is the Dragon's Roost, in which an ice dragon has claimed dominion over the glacier and is using the lake to hatch their eggs. The best part of each event is that they each have multiple solutions, not just combat. Though combat is an option, each event can be solved with a social or exploration answer. Another environment is the Eternal Observatory, which is an abandoned ruin constructed by mages to gaze into the infinite depths of the cosmos. But something looked back, causing the mages to lose their minds. Here, the players can encounter wandering kids, mystery texts, a powerful devil, or even something from the great beyond. A third environment is the Umbral Sea. The Umbral Sea is a place of utter darkness, where the darkness itself seeks to snuff out the meekest of flickers. An area within the Umbral Sea is the Umbral Basin, an oasis within the Umbral Sea, where plants and creatures have adapted and thrive in the dark environment of the Umbral Sea. The Umbral Sea can be arrived at via different methods, and there's a rolling table to help you determine this. The Umbral Sea also has additional effects players need to be wary of. There's Shadow Surge, which are when the concentrated shadows of the Umbral Sea that normally ebb and flow suddenly surge, causing those caught in the surge to have their hope die reduced to a D10, normally a D12, and adversaries can be shrouded in shadow. There's also the Pool of Darkness. Pool is a shadow that can be shallow and barely cover a boot, or deep enough to swallow an entire wagon. These pools are dangerous, not just for the shadow, but the previous victims will also attempt to drag anyone living down to join them in their shadowy prison. One final part of this book is it does include stat blocks for all the adversaries mentioned in each environment, such as the Winter Wolf and Shadow Wrangler. These environments are well thought out, cover all three pillars of play, provide stat blocks for the environments and any adversaries for each, and have been scaled to account for parties in all 4 tiers of play in Daggerheart. You can tell the Welsh DM put their heart and soul into this project, as environments in Daggerheart are 2 of their favorite things. Also, even though this product is for Daggerheart, I don't think it would be too difficult to take the environments, make some tweaks, and use them in whatever TTRPG system you're running, such as Dungeons & Dragons. I know I'm going to back this project, and you should too. So head on over to the Kickstarter, link in the description. Click that notify me on launch button or click back this project, depending on when you click the link. Like I said earlier, the project goes live on September 9th, so be sure to show the Welsh DM some love and back it early. And who knows, maybe the Welsh DM created an environment where you can find his missing accent. If you like this content, please hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, and click that subscribe button. And as always, remember to be nice to each other, accept each other, and love each other.